That's the Loki ultimate. An activator 2. We did not charge it up fully. Get some ones off onto the Loki. You can't see a thing right now. We're chasing Loki. It's a blink. We're an activator 2. Just turn our attention to this Cthulhu. We deal a lot of damage. He uses his ultimate. Should only be a basic attack or 2, and we get the pick onto him. We're able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. Now we have 3 chasing this Yorm. We're going to keep pushing with them. We do have our ultimate, but our ult is kind of useless against Yorm. We got to hit him with the chomp part of our ult. We're going to get our 1 off. Just land some basics. Just melting. We're able to get the pick onto the Yorm. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shiny Beat Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Charybdis on the PTS. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Charybdis feels really fun. She feels pretty smooth. Her ultimate is a lot of fun to use, especially whenever you're connecting kills. All of her abilities feel pretty smooth. Her 3 might be a little overpowered in terms of getting away, but we'll get into that in just a bit. So let's go ahead and go over Charybdis' abilities. Charybdis is 1, Spike Shot. Charybdis is going to enhance her basic attacks and use the maw to fire large spikes that deal increased basic attack damage. These projectiles pass through minions and are wider and faster than normal basic attacks. On hitting an enemy god or a wall, the spikes are going to splinter, dealing additional damage. Whenever you're attacking minions, it's only going to deal 60% of the damage at level 1, and then at level 5 it's going to deal 100% of the damage. These splinter shots are going to give you 2% Tide. Charybdis is 2, Capsize. Charybdis is going to absorb water around her and then fire it in a cone attack. Enemies are going to be hit by a rapidly decaying slow and physical protection debuff. This ability can be channeled for longer, consuming Tide on fire to become wider, strengthen the buff effects, and deal more damage, up to 40% Tide consumed. The slow is going to be 40% at max Tide, and then the physical protection reduction is going to be 40% at max Tide. The duration is 4 seconds at max Tide. Charybdis is 3, Whirlpool form. Charybdis is going to dive and become a Whirlpool. She's going to move faster and deal damage to enemies caught. If she uses this ability again, she's going to amplify her 3 and consume 30 Tide. Doing so will increase the damage dealt and increase the movement speed, as well as provide a knockup on exiting. While she is a Whirlpool, she's going to be untargetable and immune to damage for 3 seconds. So the movement speed is 20%, and then the enhanced movement speed is 40%. Charybdis' ultimate, the Maw Hungers. Charybdis is going to reveal her true form, and she's going to become crowd control immune for the next 6 seconds. She's also going to gain movement speed. She may make one powerful attack as the Maw charges forward, damaging and carrying back enemies before it jumps down, damaging and stunning enemies. If she kills an enemy god with the attack, she gains another for 6 seconds and may attack again. In her ultimate, she's going to gain 35% movement speed. The stun duration is 1.3 seconds. And finally, Charybdis' passive, Raging Tides. Charybdis' attack speed increases as her Tide increases. Successful basic attack hits increase her Tide. Charybdis deals less damage with item effects procs. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 2. Level 2, put a point into our 1. Level 3, put a point into our 3. Level 4, another point into our 2. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can. Max out our 2, max out our 1, max out our 3. Sorry the abilities took so long, but this is a new god. I kind of wanted to go over everything instead of doing a shorter version. This game, we're going to be doing my twist on the current hunter meta. The current hunter meta is the leather cowl into all bows and then kin size. I think this is not very forgiving for new players or kind of not super sweaty players. I think this build needs a little bit of lifesteal in it. So we're going to be going into leather's cowl, Ichaival, Aussie, and then going into kin size, and then followed by Silverbranch and oboe. So, Leather Cowl is going to provide us with a little bit of lifesteal and some attack speed. It's actually going to provide us with 15 physical power, 7 MP5, 10% physical lifesteal, and 5% attack speed. It has a passive that while you're within 66 units of an allied god, you gain 10% attack speed. If you are alone, instead, you gain 5% movement speed. We are going against a Yorm and a Charybdis. Yorm felt really strong in the PTS. I saw a lot of Yorms and he was pretty good. support, solo, he felt very impressive. We're gonna use our ultimate, and we get ulted by Loki in the back. I feel like our ult got off there, but apparently it did not. Loki was able to kill us before our maw bit down. So on the ultimate, the actual damage comes from the end of the line. So there's like a little half circle or something similar to that. That's where the damage is. And apparently it didn't go off.
Your middle tower is under attack.
For this game, we went with beads. Beads just make sense. If we could bead the Charybdis ultimate and avoid the pushback, there's a good chance we're going to miss the bite down. With our 1, it doesn't do full damage to minions, and I think that's because they don't want it to be the clear. The 2 is going to be our clear in the early game, then our 1 can be the clear in the late game. She does have an attack chain. It is a one hit, and then a 0.33 hit. So you actually don't gain any additional damage from the 3 daggers. Instead, it's just the same damage, actually a little bit less than the first 2 basic attacks. So whenever you're clearing camps, there's no point in trying to get the last auto attack to hit the camp. The one cool thing about it is, like, if you have a camp that has multiple enemies in it and you use the 3rd attack in the attack chain, you could clear a small and then still deal some additional damage to another camp monster. With our 1, projectiles are going to scatter whenever we hit an enemy god or if we hit a wall. The 2 feels pretty good. You got to charge it up to get the maximum effect. The slow is very helpful, and the protection reduction is kind of insane. The 3 might be her most broken ability. Imagine just having beads and Aegis while also gaining increased movement speed. We get some damage off, and we're able to get the pick onto the enemy Charybdis. We did have a level lead on her, so getting the pick on her made sense. We just hit a little harder than she does right now. We also got Ichaival. Ichaival is going to provide us a very good power spike early on. Ichaival is going to provide us with 30% attack speed and 35 physical power. As a passive, every successful basic attack increases your physical power by 15 and reduces the attack speed of your opponent by 7% for 5 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. We're going to go ahead and hit the Lesser Scorpion, just trying to get as much farm as possible. I'm going to throw out for 2, throw out for 1. Getting some good damage. Ichaival's really chunking. She uses her 3. We're holding our ultimate. We're going to chomp, and we're able to get the pick onto the Charybdis. Really abusing that power spike from Ichaival.
Is down.
I think the idea that she throws daggers is a really cool concept. Whenever you're basic attacking, it just sounds cool. It's like, do.
Make a leg.
We're going to look for as much farm as possible.
Good luck. Your left tower is under attack. We might be done for.
Yorm cannot be pushed by Charybdis' ultimate, so that's like a small counter matchup for us. Yorm actually plays pretty well into Charybdis.
Already? We just started.
She's going to step up on us from third 2. Did not charge it up fully right there, so it didn't get the maximum slow and maximum protection reduction. We're going to go ahead and loop around, hit our enhanced purple buff. I think she's going to be a really good god. I think the 3 is a little broken. think there's going to be a lot of complaints about her 3 when playing against her. But whenever they're adjusting this ability, it's not like they're going to be able to remove the untargetableness of it. I had one game where I was going against the Danzavora, and as soon as he would ult, I just hop in my 3, and then just completely neutralize his ultimate.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Felt good. I feel like Danzavora has been a bully for a long time. Being able to just kind of bully him felt pretty good. Thanatos is able to get the pick.
Help.
We have Khepri and Yorm over here, or at least in the right jungle, and Thanatos nearby. I feel like we could get Gold Fury right here. Khepri's fighting in mid. Loki's nearby. We're just going to cancel it.
The hunt is on.
I think Charybdis is coming out at a time where the current meta build is really going to help her out. We see Loki. We use our 3 right now, and this might be a mistake. Loki ults us. We use our beads. We use our ultimate. Nope, we used our 2. We should have used our ultimate. What we really should have done right there is started running until Loki used his ultimate, pop our beads, and then activate our 3 to get away. We took a lot of damage after using our beads right there, and ended up going down because of it. We went ahead and picked up Aussie. Aussie is going to provide us with 25 physical power, 20% physical lifesteal, 25% attack speed, and 15 flat penetration. It has a passive that if you drop below 35% health, you gain an additional 30% physical lifesteal for 5 seconds. This can only occur once every 15 seconds. So this is our lifesteal, which is going to help us sustain throughout the laning phase. At 0 tide, we're at 1.8 attack speed. But as we get our tide up, that should go up to 2.05, 2.15. Because we can gain up to 35% increased attack speed from our passive. We hit it with the 2. We're gonna land some 1s. She uses her 3. We're gonna use our 3. Gonna use our ultimate. And Thanatos is able to clean her up before we can.
Attack middle lane.
I hope you understand your query.
That's a Thanatos ult. We're gonna use our 2 on Yorm. We should have charged it up a little bit more. It's a Loki ultimate. Yorm ultimate. Raw ultimate. Get some basics. We're able to clean up the Jormungandr. Loki's taking tower shots. We land basic, and the tower cleans up Loki.
That's enough of that.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and make a play for gold. We don't really know where the enemy Charybdis is up. She's at the tier 2 tower.
Your left tower is under attack.
We're gonna go ahead, clear a wave before picking up our purple buff. We have to assume that the enemy Charybdis is on her purple right now. So whenever we have our passive fully up, we have 1.9 attack speed. Maybe my math was wrong. Yeah, it's 25%, not whatchamacallit, not 35%. My math was a little bit wrong in the beginning. It's 10 plus 75% of 20, so that's 15. So it's up to 25%. I think it'd be really interesting to see a Charybdis and Scylla in dual lane. Scylla is not a good support by any means, but it'd be just cool to see that sisterly interaction in the dual lane. I think she's a lot of fun. I think people are going to have a lot of fun playing her whenever she comes out. It took me a few games to get used to her, but I feel like I finally have her kit figured out and when to engage and disengage. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Kinsai. Kinsai is going to provide us 40 physical power, 20% attack speed. It has a passive that on basic attack hits, deal physical damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target had over 2,000 health, the bonus damage scales up. This effect reaches a maximum of 5% of the target's maximum health at 2,750 health. So now we have good power from Ichaival, we have lifesteal from Aussie, and we have health percent removal with our Kinsai. So we can fight anyone and probably have a good chance of winning that fight.
What's buzzing? Good luck.
In the current meta, the Aussie is not picked up to the last item, and I feel like you kind of lack the damage against tanks in the early to mid game. So I like picking it up right after Aussie. Now I feel like I can fight everyone. I might not be as effective against the squishies, but I can fight tanks pretty well. The Kinsai proc will happen on Charybdis 3, so it will proc 3 times if you land all 3 daggers. But the item proc is also going to be less on Charybdis. We have 3 levels on this Charybdis. We are looking for a fight.
Be careful in the jungle. Your left
lane.
under attack.
Gag left lane.
A little bit of a fight going on in the left jungle. We're going to rotate over. The Toon Mania Cthulhu is a fantastic skin. Really enjoyed playing that skin on PTS. It's Loki ultimate. We get to pick onto Loki. We're going to push up. We might be able to get a multi-kill here. But Thanatos is just cleaning up everything. So this play right here is something I wish that didn't happen. Right now we are currently tanking. That is a frenzy. Our team is just not dodging anything. We get hit by the knockup, landed in a pool, losing a lot of health. We avoid one pool, we get hit by another knockup, and we go down. We just had 4 people die to Fire Giant. Really bad. Really bad team-wide. That was nobody dodged an ability. We just took full damage. If everybody was dodging abilities, minimizing the amount of damage that we took right there, we absolutely would have gotten Fire Giant. We were tanking, but we avoided 2 knockups, and one of the, well, we didn't avoid 2 knockups, and one of the knockups made us land in a pool. So we definitely could have played it better. I think if we avoid those 2 knockups, we get Fire Giant right there. I think our teammates still go down because they were standing in damage, but that is an unfortunate one. This weekend on PTS, I actually had a hard time finding games. I feel like there was maybe a window of like 5 hours on Saturday where I could consistently find a game. And if I searched for a game before then or after then, I just wouldn't find one. And then on Sunday, I feel like the window of time was even less. It was like 3 hours in the afternoon. And whenever I say I couldn't find a game, it was I just sit in a queue and it would say the system needs more time to find you a game. And like I'd sit in a queue doing that, repeating that process for like an hour and just nothing. So the amount of games that I was able to try to record were actually pretty limited. I was able to get a Charybdis carry, which is this one, a Charybdis jungle, which was a little short, but it's still a pretty good game. And then I also was able to get a Toon Cthulhu, which was not the best game, but it is good enough to show the skin. Right here, we actually meant to go into Silverbranch instead of Oboe, but we bought the tier 2 of Oboe instead of the tier 2 of Silverbranch. Oboe is going to provide us 40% attack speed. As a passive, every 4th basic attack triggers a chain lightning, damaging the target and up to 4 nearby enemies for 15 damage plus 60% of your total basic attack power.
Enemy ultimate incoming!
Enemy missing left.
Get some good damage onto Yorm right here. Activator 1.
Stop this machine.
Our Yorm's able to get their Yorm. We are over the attack speed cap. At this point, between our passive and then our first 3 items, we should have gone into Silverbranch and started getting some additional power from going over the cap. However, we just made a mistake in buying the tier 2 of Oboe, so instead of selling it, we just committed to going to Oboe.
Help left lane. The system will fall in time.
They're going to need more than that.
Enemy missing middle.
I did not try the one proccing with Bluestone, but it does proc with Crusher, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Later.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Draugr, which got a new little icon on the map.
Efficiently done. Now let's
Just another month.
The Draugr is a nice touch. I know that they added it because the map changes 4 times a year,
careful.
and this is just one of the changes, but I think that's actually a really good addition to the map, and I hope it stays around for the next change.
The hunt is on.
Your left tower is under attack.
We get her 2 off. She uses her 3 immediately. Gets the knock up.
Enemy missing middle.
We're gonna use R3 to catch up to her. She uses her ultimate. She's knock up immune. We're gonna use our ultimate. Nom nom. Able to get the pick onto the Charybdis. Almost said Scylla right there. We use our 2, but Yorm is immune, so we needed to hit him with the chomp part. That's a raw ult. We are out.
See you in the tide's turn.
We use our Aegis, but I think that is all she wrote. Capri ultimate. We're going to try to make as much distance as possible. Loki ults us as soon as the Cap ult goes down, and we go down. Don't think there was too much we could do other than not picking a fight with Charybdis. The fight with Charybdis had us really far pushed up in right lane.
They're going to need more than that.
We're going to go ahead and upgrade our starter item from Leather Cowl to Hunter Cowl. This is going to increase our lifesteal, which is the main reason why we're upgrading it over buying Silverbranch. Hunter's Cowl is going to provide us 60 physical power, 15 HP 5, 15% physical lifesteal, and 20% attack speed. As a passive that while you're within 25 units of an allied god, you're going to gain 25% attack speed or aura. If you are alone, you're going to instead gain 10% movement speed. Our team was able to secure the Gold Fury. It was a Primal Fury. It was a Primal Fury.
The mob thirst.
feel the bandwidth collapse.
Whoops. Whoops. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy
I
tower.
hope you are productive in your queries.
Howdy.
Tagged and bagged.
Your mother would be proud. Yeah, you're all right. I guess.
Group up.
way.
Make a head start rotating towards mid.
Greetings.
There's the special emo for the Cthulhu scan.
Thanks.
Hiding, are we?
We're gonna rotate with them. We are a tank shredder at this point in the build.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the Loki ultimate. An activator 2. We did not charge it up fully. Get some ones off onto the Loki. You can't see a thing right now. We're chasing Loki. It's a blink. We're an activator 2. Just turn our attention to this Cthulhu.
They're going to need more than that.
We deal a lot of damage. He uses his ultimate. It should only be a basic attack or 2, and we get the pick onto him. We're able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. Now we have 3 chasing this Yorm. We're going to keep pushing with them. We do have our ultimate, but our ult is kind of useless against Yorm. We got to hit him with the chomp part of our ult. We're going to get our 1 off. Just land some basics. Just melting. We're able to get the pick onto the Yorm.
It's time for them to knock out.
With Cthulhu tanking, we're going to try to get the Phoenix. We tickled it.
Tower is under attack.
We do have both relics here. That's a frenzy. So Loki ultimate. We thought we pushed our beads a little faster there.
Do this all night.
We used both relics. Charybdis goes down. We're gonna fall back. Took a lot of damage there. Not the best usage of our beads. That little red glow around us right now is the Aussie passive. That means that it's active.
Efficiently done. Now let's
Be right
take the
back.
network down.
We need wards.
Be right back. You should expect those countermeasures and
We're gonna go ahead back and pick up Silverbranch. Silverbranch is going to provide us with 30 physical power, 30% attack speed, and 10% physical penetration. It has a passive that for each 0.02 attack speed you go over the cap, you're going to gain 2 physical power.
Be right back.
Ward the fire giant. Attack the gold fury. Attack fire giant.
Okay.
Okay. I hope you are prepared. Ultimate incoming.
Let's try to get our revenge against the fire giant. We are able to secure it. Loki ultimate. Loki goes down.
Maybe you should have brought more friends.
Big team fight here. If we can win this, we could probably end the game. That's your arm down.
Monster's favorite food. Fish and chips.
You gotta tell a joke as we're marching up the Phoenix line.
Everything has to ruin eventually.
So they still have 2 tier 2 towers, 1 in mid, 1 in right. Each structure that's up is going to increase the protections as the Titan has. But it's just really this Cthulhu and Charybdis up. Charybdis is off doing I don't know what. Nope, she's right there and it goes down. We are able to get the Titan right here and secure the victory. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.